Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to be looking at this Hyperbeam Diggersby team which I used to reach expert for the first time in Go Battle League. It was 9 months ago when I reached veteran for the first time in Great League, and then the cup rotated to Summer Cup and I used this team after trying out a bunch of teams to hit that expert rank. So let's get into the battles and check out Hyperbeam Diggersby in action. So getting into the first battle it we have Vigoroth versus Charizard. So this is a good matchup for Charizard in zero shields if Charizard throws Blast One, and a good matchup in one shield if it throws Dragon Claws. Opponent going for the move here, and I'm gonna shield this move, hoping that it's just a Blast One so that we can farm down this Charizard and have a move loaded for the next one. So opponent comes in with Whimsicott. We are gonna throw body slams. Counters are resisted due to Whimsicott's a fairy typing. We are gonna throw another body slam, and after this, we will switch out to our Noctowl. Opponent shields the move and comes in with Lantern to hard counter our Noctowl. So this is a very bad matchup for Noctowl as Lantern can throw one Thunderbolt, and after that, it can completely farm down the Noctowl for a lot of energy. So what we are gonna do is throw another Shadow Ball. This Shadow Ball won't KO, and Lantern can farm us down. So we are gonna come in with Vigoroth and soak up all the energy that Lantern has, and then farm down the Lantern and have some energy, and then farm down the Lantern with our Diggersby. So opponent goes for another surf, takes out our Vigoroth. We farm down the Lantern with our Diggersby, and opponent comes in with Whimsicott. We are gonna shield this move because this will be a Grass Knot which does super effective damage on Diggersby's ground typing. We are gonna throw back-to-back fire punches which will take shield, and then this fire punch will KO Whimsicott for the win. GG's. So I'm using Mud Shot on my Diggersby. You can use Quick Attack. I will suggest you guys to use Quick Attack because uh, 9 months ago I used Mud Shot Diggersby. At that time a Quick Attack was not available on Diggersby. So yeah, so I use the same moveset this time as well. So here we have Diggers. We are switching to Diggersby to catch this move, and then we will throw Fire Punch. Opponent is not switching out, which tells me like something in the back could be weak or opponent has switched out. Let's see. We're gonna no shield this move as well. We can survive it easy, and we can survive next Sky Attack as well. Opponent switches out and catches the move on his Vigoroth and shields as well, thinking that it might be an Earthquake or a Hyper Beam. That's why opponent decided to shield. We throw the Fire Punch for some chip and then switch, come in with our Noctowl. Noctowl can survive 2 to 3 body slams, so we don't have to shield. We will throw this Sky Attack just before Vigoroth can get to its move, but we CMP tight, so we're gonna shield this move and then throw this Sky Attack to KO Vigoroth. And then if opponent comes in with okay, Vigoroth did not KO, but we farmed him down Vigoroth for some energy. Opponent comes in with his own Noctowl. We switch into our Vigoroth, and here we are gonna shield this move and farm down this Noctowl completely and have some moves loaded for the final one. And here we have Lantern. We survive this Thunderbolt, and then we will throw back-to-back body slams because Bulldoze does not do uh, because two body slams will do more damage than a bulldoze. We are gonna throw back-to-back body slams, and then Lantern and Vigoroth got KO'd at the same time, and then now we can throw this Sky Attack for the win. GG's. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Blaziken. So this is a bad matchup as Blaziken's counters are super effective, and Vigoroth does neutral damage with its counters. Opponent catches the body slam onto his Toxapex. We are gonna build up one body slam again and then come in with our Diggersby. We are not gonna shield any move. Brian does not do a lot of damage. Diggersby can easily survive one two Brian's, and here we are gonna throw Hyper Beam, and then after that we will farm down this Toxapex. We are not gonna shield this move, and then we are hoping to have a Hyper Beam loaded for this Blaziken, but we couldn't get to it, so we are gonna throw this Fire Punch and opponent shields, which is really good for us as now we can come in with our Noctowl. Noctowl's wing attacks will do super effective damage, and Blaziken's counter are resisted. We are gonna shield this move because it could be a Brave Word, which it was, and then come opponent comes in with Pelipper. We are gonna throw this Sky Attack and then switch out to our Vigoroth and throw this Body Slam. This Body Slam will either force the final shield or almost KO this Pelipper. Opponent gets through a move which is really good for us, as now we can come in with our Noctowl and load up some energy for the Sky Attack, and now we can throw this Sky Attack on Blaziken, but we go for the farm down because opponent had a shield left. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Lantern. So this is a neutral matchup. Generally, I think Vigoroth should win it, but let's see how we play it out. So we're gonna shield this move, hoping that we are shielding Thunderbolt, but opponent is throwing Surf. We are gonna throw this a Body Slam, which will do decent damage, and after some counter damage, we can one Body Slam will KO. So opponent goes for another serve. We don't shield it. We're gonna throw this Body Slam, and since opponent didn't CMP tie, we can throw another serve, another Body Slam onto the CMP tie. But we didn't CMP tie, which is a bit bad. We can survive the serve, but yeah, CMP tie would have been amazing. So we're gonna throw this Body Slam, and opponent no shields. Let's see what opponent decides to come in with. Opponent is coming in with Noctowl. We are gonna come in with our own Noctowl and play this matchup in zeros and have one shield saved for Diggersby to sweep uh, to beat whatever is in the bag. We are gonna throw this Sky Attack just before Noctowl can get to its own Sky Attack, opponent's Noctowl, and now we will throw another Sky Attack just before Noctowl can get to its Sky Attack. So here, if opponent does not throw, and this Sky Attack KOs, and opponent's final Pokemon is Talonflame. So we are gonna no shield this move because buffed Brave Bird might KO, but normal Brave Bird won't KO. We are gonna throw Hyper Beam, and Hyperbeam KOs Talonflame for the win. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Dirtwig. So our counter damage is resisted due to Dirtwig's flying typing. We're gonna throw Body Slam, which does decent damage, but since counters are resisted uh, and not, usually counter users get a lot of damage from counters, so that's why we switch to our Noctowl, and opponent comes in with Alolan Graveler. So we're gonna throw Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball does neutral damage, but Graveler can easily survive one Shadow Ball. We are not gonna shield this move because our Noctowl is very bad against this Graveler. There is nothing we can do to beat this Graveler on the switch. So we let go of our Noctowl, and now we will come in with our Diggersby and farm down this Alolan Graveler completely. All the moves from Graveler are resisted. If it has like grass type move, then it will do super effective damage, but other than that, rock blast, wild charge, everything is resisted. And opponent comes in with, I think, dirt tricks, and here we can throw fire punches, which will do super effective damage on dirt tricks. Grass typing, we waited for one turn and then throw our fire punch so that opponent cannot catch the move on his other mon. We're gonna shield this move because I didn't knew what charge move Dirtrix has. Opponent's final Pokemon is Munchlax, so we are gonna throw Hyper Beam, and then after that we will switch out to our Vigoroth and throw the body slam for the win. I think because yeah, for the win. Opponent surrenders. GG's. That's why I didn't decide to charge it either. So GG's. Next battle we have. Okay. So this is a 5-0 set. As I said, it's oh I didn't said it's a so in this video you will see 10 battles and I got a score of 9-1. This is a 5-0 set. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Galvantula. So this is a very neutral matchup, and we are gonna throw Body Slam. Body Slam does not KO Galvantula, and our counters are doing resisted damage. So we're gonna shield this move, I think. Okay, we are not gonna shield, we can survive it, and then after this, we will throw another Body Slam, and let's see what opponent decides to do. I think opponent will no shield this move, yeah, as Galvantula can survive it easy and win the switch. Now we are gonna come in with Diggersby, and Mud Shots from Diggersby does neutral damage on Galvantula, so I'm gonna go for full farm down on this Galvantula. Opponent throws lunges, and lunges are adding up. So opponent comes in with Blaziken. We switch out to our Noctowl, and opponent's final Pokemon is Credily. This is a neutral matchup, and Rock Slides will do super effective damage. Since I have an Hurricane, since I have an since I have a Hyper Beam, and I'm I'm saying, and since I have a hyper beam loaded, we can easily let go of our Noctowl and throw that hyper beam onto the Blaziken for the win. So I won't shield any other move. I'm gonna throw this sky attack. This will put this Credily into farm down range, and we farm down the Credily, and opponent surrenders before we get to throw the hyper beam for that one shot satisfaction. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Kingdra. So this is a pretty neutral matchup. If Kingdra can throw outrage and we no shield, then we lose this matchup. We are gonna shield this move respecting the outrage damage. Opponent goes for the Octozooka, and we are gonna throw uh, throw this body slam before Kingdra throws his move. We are gonna throw this move as soon as possible, and let's see what opponent decides to do. Opponent is letting go of the move. We are not gonna. We are letting go of our Vigoroth, and then we will come in with our Diggersby. And this is a really good matchup for our Diggersby. We can throw fire punches whenever we want, and opponent switches out to Vigoroth. So this is a really good matchup for Noctowl in zero shields. We are gonna throw this sky attack, two sky attacks from Noctowl, Chaos, Vigoroth, and yeah, Vigoroth can win in some shield scenarios, but we are gonna Vigoroth can win in one shield scenario, but we use the one shield on our Noctowl because we don't need any shields for Diggersby to beat this Galvantula. We can easily straight up go for Hyper Beam. We are gonna throw Sky Attack from our Noctowl, and Sky Attack did massive damage onto the Galvantula. Opponent goes for the move which won't do as much damage as we because which won't do a lot of damage, and now we throw Fire Punch for the win. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Vol'din. So this is a really good matchup for Vigoroth, as Body Slam counters do super effective damage on Vol'din's ice typing. We are gonna throw Body Slam to do some more damage. Opponent goes for the move which will likely be a icicle spear, and then opponent switches out to Tropius. We are gonna come in with our Noctowl, and at this point this is just looking like a hard counter matchup for our opponent. There's very less things opponent can do. We're gonna throw this sky attack after almost building up almost back-to-back sky attacks. We're gonna no shield this move because Noctowl is very bulky. It can survive this move pretty easily. And then we farm down the Tropius and have a move loaded which we can throw onto this Vol'din. And this move will almost KO the Vol'din. That's why opponent decided to shield, and we got to another sky attack, which is really good for us. We get both shields out of the opponent. We are gonna shield this move, and then we will go for body slam. I think, yeah. I was counting, and then I decided to shield both moves and farm down this Vol'din to have some energy loaded for the final mon, which is Credily. We are gonna throw this bulldoze, which will do neutral damage. Body slams are resisted due to Credily's rock typing, and then opponent goes for the rock slide, and now we can come in with our Diggersby, and grass knots from Credily will do super effective damage, but we can throw fire punch for the win. Yeah, we are gonna throw fire punch, and this fire punch will take out Credily, almost take out Credily, and then we can farm it down. GG's. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Swampert. So this is a pretty neutral matchup, and Vigoroth can win in by using one or two shields. In zero shields, Swampert will win. It can straight go for that nuke earthquake, but we are gonna we are gonna invest some shields. Opponent catches the move on his Noctowl, so we are gonna make it to another body slam for that Swampert, and then switch out to our own Noctowl. Since we have thrown one body slam, I think two sky attacks will do enough damage to KO opponent's Noctowl, and this is looking like a pretty decent matchup. We can survive this sky attack. I think we might shield next move, or we just go for the farm down. Opponent comes in with his uh, Abama Snow. We're gonna throw this sky attack, which will almost take out this Abama Snow. That's why opponent decided to shield. And right now, Abama Snow is looking very tricky, as Diggersby has no place to go, as Abama Snow's Weather Walls and Swampert Hydro Cannon will do super effective damage. So I decided to let go of my Diggersby and do some counters and throw just before Swampert makes it to a move, and then we can throw this body slam. This will body slam will do like decent damage, and after that we can counter down this Abama Snow by after using a shield. So GG's. It was a very tough matchup as Vigoroth has no had no nowhere to go, but we won that match in the end. Next battle we have Vigoroth versus Pidgeot. So this is a very bad matchup as Pidgeot can either throw Feather Dance like this or can throw Brave Bird, which will almost take out my Vigoroth. We go for the body slam and take a shield. That's why we decided to switch into our Noctowl, and opponent comes in with Lantern, which is a really bad matchup for our Noctowl as we have seen before. So we are gonna no shield this move as always, and then opponent will go for the farm down. We make it to another shadow wall which will do some chip damage, but it does not do enough damage to take out the lantern. And now we are gonna come in with our diggers with our Vigoroth and soak the damage, I think, yeah, and hope that whatever is in the back can be taken out by our diggers. The opponent's final Pokemon is uh, we are gonna try to farm down this Pidgeot, and we throw the move onto the Abomasnow. Snow. So in the back is Abomasnow, Snow, and Abomasnow Snow has Weather Wall, which does super effective damage on Diggersby, and Abomasnow Snow also has energy advantage. So this is looking like a very rough matchup for us, and I think we lose this matchup. Yeah, this is the only battle which I lost because Abomasnow Snow caught me by surprise. Otherwise we could have won this matchup. The only answer to this Abomasnow Snow was my own Vigoroth, but I sacked it against Pidgeot, and opponent goes for the Brave Bird, which will knock out my Diggersby for the win. GG. So I really so it was a very fun team to use in Summer Cup. You can definitely try it out, and also comment down below which team you use to reach that next level rank, like expert or legend, to reach that expert or legend rank. Also, if you haven't reached those ranks, let me know what teams do you like to use in Great League. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video.